Yeah, condensation on my leg from my bottle of soda. Alright. Get volume check and then get a mosey. I can hear myself. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 190 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. We are in post Dawn Trail. We're getting caught up to the last bit. I want to be caught up really soon. Then we gotta go and get the we have to go and get the what do we gotta get? I think we gotta go in here. We need to get the Aether Currents. There we go. Wow, that was a very bad, very bad brain fart there. And then we'll do the backup stuff, like all the side raids and junk. Yeah, we're on the race to finish Dawn Trail. Vow of Resolve and Hero to boot. What can I do for you? Do you for? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Yeah, scratch the on his way. Oh. He changed his look. Just like I did. Looking good, Arnville. Gasp. Did our little Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I am not going to do that to him. I'm going to congratulate him. I am not going to tease him in the way that his deceased mother used to tease him. That'd be so screwed up. As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lama Chi has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewahatsuan. That is, the Ronique. Though the Hetsuro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewahatsuan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsuro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsuro encampment if you like. Sure. With my new Assassin's Creed attire. Alright, so we're heading east. After a certain point, I'm going to be further than my actual main character. Crazy. Grit Claw. I want to try and get this knocked out because really soon we got Final Fantasy Tactics coming up, and I would like to stream that. The remaster. I don't call it a remake. They didn't redo it. They basically just polished it. Although I'm still kind of pissed that they removed the PvP aspect of the game. I feel that that would be a very important part that they could have added in. But, you know, that's just me. At least they have the game in it. And they were talking about proper sequels to the game, which would also be crazy good. I would love a proper sequel to it. And I'm not talking about those Game Boy Advance ones. No. Those were horrible, in my opinion. Vow of Resolve, Vow of Reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. What brings you all the way to Mewahatsuan? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Jacques Tourelle Railroad. It goes like this, and it goes like that. You two have noted the Ronique's unexpected change of behavior, then. My son, Geppetto, has been looking into this matter. Geppetto. Normally, we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Ferry Yoanan and Yotanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward toward the railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetzero would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetzero descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. Oof. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuli-Yulal's markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. I think I cut a nice stature with my new garb. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision. Nor of any Hetzero willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. But if they had good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the Ronique's current behavior. Ooh, they're both very good. I would do the first one. As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetzero way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetzero culture with me? I would like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique and we'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. Sounds good to me. I'm always up for a good culture swap. Excuse me, woof. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. Hope you're not above manual labor. Nope. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Sounds good to me. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. I love this music. I'm afraid I finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronique are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzero must also part with half of our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetso. This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. You're learning about the Hetzero way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices and soap, to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Bones, hooves, or hooves bones? Is it dung? Again? Meat and organ? Meat? It's dung. Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Oh, someone bought my stuff. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. It's a poop joke. Hello. Might as well go grab this while I'm here. Yummy. Wind for the tummy. Yay. As you stroke the Ronique's coat, you note that the many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like as not. Fur brush. Ah, Geppetto sends the Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. You dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, or at least an adventurous Tonawata. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Yep. Excuse me. Ah, there he is now. Quite literally is in his blood, apparently. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how is your own work? Have you anything to share? Hetzero life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of this community, as important as family. I'm going to put that. Indeed. The Ronique provide for the Hetzero, and in turn the Hetzero are good to the Ronique, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Terrell, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially when where the Hetzero are concerned. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd any time. Fruit and aloe jelly. Give me the determination and crit goodies. The warmth of family. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzero. They nourish the Hetzero as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetzero would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique. Even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Saratraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Sounds like a predator. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzero would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological. I measured the area's aether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? What do you think, Kona? I'm going to ask Kona. See, part of this experience is teaching the next generation to fend for themselves. Can't be spoon feeding them all the time. Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. Good. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail, by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be. Turohetso. Turohetso? Ronique Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Oh no, not this part. Oh, I screwed up on this one quite a few times on my own personal time. I did this a while back too, so I don't remember how the fight goes. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turohetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and it's packed both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronique's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Here's another growing point for Kona. Oh yeah, this is gonna be rough. The Ronique Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress through the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Yes, and I'm going to get dumped down to 730. But I don't think I have 730 yet. I think I'm at 695 or so.
Help! Help!
Uh-oh.
Hetsu is coming this way!
Okay. Convenient.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronique Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Do our best. I think the first part is I have to do a rescue mission. Open world rescue mission, and then it's a combat scenario.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Well, let me go then.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Nope, I'm taking the van. I get point.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
You lead them back. Okay, so they're gonna go on their own.
All right. Let's look for stragglers.
Let me go. Up and away. There we go.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind. There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
Ah.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Eat my crits.
In a panic was clearly an understatement. More are coming!
You're mine.
Nope, it's mine. Now, how did you take threat?
All or nothing, that's it.
Alright, so you'll take care of them. Nice. Nice, done it? Nope.
It seems that did the trick.
For the father at least. But where's...
And here we go, second spot. Second part.
We've got a big one coming!
Yep. Gonna be a rough and tumble.
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
Thing is huge.
There! That one there!
That's suicide.
Not so fast!
Ow.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Hey, you don't want to arms wide that shit. You want to be firing at it.
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Only it was that easy.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
I gotta be careful with this.
You'll find the vow of freezing is not without resolve.
Barely doing anything to this thing.
I need some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
Oh, it didn't work.
I'm a bit busy. I need time.
Right! Go for the legs!
Oh, jeez. Oh, so everyone gets shaken off. Good. pistols, maybe?
Piercing round to the chest and...
Nice gun.
You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protected ether.
Ooh, shit.
Disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I remember it. I don't know if they changed it or not, but I guess I just got used to the mechanic quicker this time around. I think that took me like 3 or 4 times. Whew.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
Absolutely fine.
The Ronek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Yep.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
Mm-hmm.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
Oh.
I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeniheta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodak thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
See where this is going.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Closure.
I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
To know that the Hetso are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Hero, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant and as the often perfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronick straying from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Let us return to Shalawani Station and begin work on it. While Lika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. I just noticed that it's storming. Hefty! I think you have like 10 or 9 missions left. And then it's just all side junk. Yay! You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. Sure, here you go. So the Ronick were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Valcona's not too bad himself. What with his whistle idea. Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight. Yes. I love it how they give you that choice. Are you gonna sit tight? Alright. That was a tiny ass train.
Whoa! She looks as good as new!
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronick are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
Nice.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
There's a Ronik up ahead.
Try it out.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Looks like it worked.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
All right. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we could breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalawani and then the continent. Watch out, Jacques Terrell, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamachi. Crossroads. These are junk material. To me, at least. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Gulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh shit, I just noticed he's got a little keepsake over on his backpack now. I need it searched for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Well, of course, because you got the little charm on you too. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kakiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, we're off to the dome now, aren't you? You're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there is aught I could do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. We're going to the back room, so I'm just going to teleport there. Getting low on the Aether tickets. You heading to the back room? Yes, I am. It's the exact reason why I decided to come back, yeah. Sorry, messages. Gotta love them. Oh. Give me a second. Ooh, I like that picture. Scenery pictures, gotta love them. A simply yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Y'shtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skydeep cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. I forgot to check and see if I have it in my key items.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tashal Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, Please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
My name is Teishalja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today.
Filling in the blanks.
It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I?
How to raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Shh. It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaninuka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gulolcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi.
How's it doing, Plex? Am I boring you with the story? Or are you just waking up? Good news, though. I'll be able to join you guys today if you guys are doing a stream.
Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
I'll be ready at 4:45.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Better to know. A profound response for one so young. I wish he didn't have to be. Galuja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. Ah, interesting. I wonder what the surprise will be. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galuja. If you remember one thing, remember that. I look forward to the surprise. Be nice if it's a hunting rifle or something. I don't know. We'll see. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Unless you guys have already moved up to, I forgot what they're called. They're not buggies, the mopeds or whatever. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tulial were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard. If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lado 9. Sure. Actually, that might have been the wrong spot. Yeah, that was the wrong spot. Come on. Post story list. We are on Crossroads. We have 18 missions left. We're just about to finish 7.1. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Don't know.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
You be well too, buddy. I'll see you around 5 o'clock. And uh-oh, we've got a murder in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in.
Never mind.
Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Yep.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What?
What?
Oh. I smell a problem.
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about?
I think the regulators are goofing again.
Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless.
No.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
Well, this is a good way to cause a panic.
The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Oh, that's creepy.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Mists' terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased, or overwritten. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason, in that guise, even if someone suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. Yep. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Meanwhile, in living memory. Crossroads. What do we get? Of Neon Horizons. A glimmer of the past. Alright, let's see. Tenacity, skill speed, spell speed. We're gonna get the Night World silver piece. Ah, Hero, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Sure. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamachi. She should arrive shortly. Hero, glad to see you here too. Perfect timing. And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back at Tuli-Yulal and spoke with Kona. I told him all about the records left behind by Galulja's mother, as well as Sphene's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settled down more. But while I'm Galulja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She has been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Fiend is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room, she is unwell, and Y'shtola and LSA have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Break room. There it is. Proceed to the break room? Yes, I shall. Is it Sveen? Yep.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
It's a different Sveen. Maybe she got brought back to life.
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
Mm-mm. The plot thickens like a fine stew.
Memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Smart move. Want to keep her hidden.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Y'shtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Question is, where was she? In suspended animation, or she just got, you know, plopped back in from some weird anomaly?
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died? Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
I don't remember Zelenia, but we met Otis.
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
This is all new story to me, by the way.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, You were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket, designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
I do not believe that you are lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Graha, Tia, and Kral for now. Oof, damn. She is not happy. She's gonna be really upset to hear about Otis. Interesting how we got this character back, though.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Nope. Y'shtola is the motherly sort. Alisei never abandons those in need. They're comrades you can rely on. I'm just gonna do for both of them.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
On the one hand, yes, it sucks. You lost those that you hold dear in your heart, that you had built bonds with at that time. But you need to take solace in that A, your kingdom still thrives, B, you're still there to be able to take care of said kingdom, and C, there's a cure for the major affliction that your kingdom is dealt. So there's a pretty thick lining of silver on this problem.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
That could pose a huge-ass problem.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes.
There's already someone walking around in her skin. They're gonna call her a doppelganger, or they're basically gonna think of her as the enemy.
That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
I would like to warn against this right now. I'd wait until she got a little bit better. At least let her be able to, stand upright by herself.
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We can go together. We'll be your escort. We can go together. Escort sounds too formal.
Truly? I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Seekers of Eternity. This would be 7.2. Thank you as well, hero, for your kindness. The Endless Sphene, you knew her, did you not? If I may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially. But I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Memories of a bygone age. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
Agreed. It's like you're a different person. It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll. I say agreed.
I'm glad to hear that.
I hope they don't bring her back just to have her get sacked.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
Smart move.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene, As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Fiend should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Fiend, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
That works.
Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sven? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret.
Ooh, are you gonna call yourself Dagger?
For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
She has her hood up. That lady wants to talk with Lamachi, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Hero choose? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Explain the sites to Speen? Sure. Give me a second. The lady talking to Lamachi just came back from Tuliolal. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when the relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. And continuing to strive for peace, Tuliyolal's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. Sometimes the words don't roll off the tongue very well. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Hero and Lamachi a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Wuklamat. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget. My parents, Otis, Zelenia, I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. If you attune to lane node 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes aether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It's heartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Hiro and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then. Why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. Sounds good to me. Lead the way. This is the closest one. We're gonna play one round of cards. I still haven't gotten that card yet. Well, not one round, but basically go to a win. Alright, where's that card person at? There they are. Larissa. Chaos plus an all open. Chaos could probably goof me. Same with plus. Yay. No card. Boo. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sveen, Hiro, the two of you go ahead and order first.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
I'll have the same, something healthy. Vegetable juice maybe. Sweet cocoa with extra cream on top. I'm gonna go with the sweet cocoa.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
That would wreck my stomach, though, especially the extra cream.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all.
You're a part of their history, brought back to life. You technically still are a part of them.
The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sveen, though I'm often told we look alike.
Of course a kid would pick him out.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sveen.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here.
Can we get Otis up and running again?
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Understandable, but at the same time, you still have your nation. In search of meaning. Quick tongue. I wish it was a 12 and not an 11. I'd even settle for a 10, because the 10s even have more stats on them than the 11s. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. Don't mention it. Perfectly fine. People do it all the time. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright. The people have been through so much, it's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Hero. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus Arcade, but it could probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on the True View. The longer you stay out in the open, the more danger she's in. The more exposure, the more chance that she could either be injured, kidnapped, or killed. Or I like to say, the longer that you keep her out in the open, the longer an ick can happen. And we don't want icky situations. Oh, we're going north. I'm now officially further than my main character. That's funny. I have not really played her in forever. Uh-oh. He was this way when we arrived. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. I gotta rally his spirits. Do I have rally? I do not. Where's rally? Rally, 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 rally. Rally, I want it. I have so many of these. I need to start earmarking some of these. Visage capture. Oh, well, I must have passed it. There it is. Thank you, I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. Convenient. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? Or if so, we could help. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. But since you ask, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Sure, we'll help too. Do you want to help too, Hero? I just said sure. Deliveries happen to be my specialty. I suppose I can. We're gonna be exuberant about it. I'm truly grateful. Now there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. And if someone doesn't want it, do I get to lay claim to it? Wink, wink. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tulu-Yulal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. Again, splitting up causes ick. Ick potential is increasing exponentially. So, there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right. 3 for people in True View, and 1 for someone over by Neon Stain. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Hero? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Oh, great. Alright, so we're gonna go down the center. The people around True seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. I heard before about ushers clearing out the homes of the departed. No wonder he started thinking about their belongings. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. Even though they're gone, the mementos of our loved ones give us the means to reconnect with them in spirit. I'm sure the people who will receive these items will treasure them greatly. Is there something you need? Wrapped keepsake. This belongs to a loved one of yours. Ah, so Malachi sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case. But now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Here's the keepsake. Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tuliulal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamachi, Wuklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliulal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. Those regulators are a cancer. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Nope, it's something that you might want back. Probably not, though. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember, but no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a Neo-Regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... sorry, I need to clear my head. That's everyone on the True View. Let's go to the Neon Stain. Or Stein. So you could purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Geralt's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. For good reason, kid. I basically radiated rainbows when I drank the kitty version of his. Are you talking to me? Oh, right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, I remember now. Oh, were you the guy that was trying to... Oh, I think he was the guy from the fights. The one that was complaining. Yep. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. He was the guy groaning about souls. You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. You're the one who yelled at Sphene to her face. Are you sure we've met before? It's the first one. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphene's words to heart and found a new job, one where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. Wait, they didn't malfunction. They Order 66th. And I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigo besides my father. Lamachi once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. I think your father's only fear was being a father, because he didn't know how to do it. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. Alright, so I went way past my my scheduled time, so we're gonna leave this here. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 190 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. We're getting close to the end. Well, for now. If you'd like to go ahead, give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Keep with the content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. Also, don't forget, hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live and to release new content. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.